Take Me to Oblivion by Dan Bull happened 13 years ago. And now it's finally time to return to Oblivion. Oh, I'm way too excited about this. Cans on. Xbox, baby. Bethesda. Virtuous. Let's go.
The others.
Oh, dang. Also, sexual themes. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You hold our future in your hands.
Sir Patrick Stewart, my king.
Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
Oh my gosh. Why am I getting emotional
Shut
from
the
this?
jaws of Oblivion.
Yes. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. I love Oblivion so much. Oblivion is like...
Here we are 20 years later.
That and Fable for me are like my first like RPG, like fantasy loves, you know?
When you think about the Elder Scrolls...
Well, in video games anyways. I mean,
to
there's
us
also
it
Lord of
goes
the Rings.
beyond game
There's
franchise.
also Dungeons and Dragons,
It's the
but yeah.
DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the
So
Elder
excited.
Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games
And
for
they,
their generation.
They really did.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series.
I mean, when I
and
played
for how we
Dragon
make
Age
games as a
Inquisition, I was literally like, I'm just like, it feels like Oblivion. Like,
I think when it comes to
it's crazy.
a remaster,
So many games
we
have
want
taken
people to feel
influence from Oblivion.
the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time.
Yeah.
You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that
Jankiness?
old charm.
Coming
Yeah,
back
old
to
charm
Oblivion
is a word
now
for it.
With this
It's a term.
tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long.
Oh, wow.
It sort of gave me
Oh my
the warm
goodness,
fuzzies.
all the stitches.
Oh my God, it's been 20
Love
years.
it. I can't
I
believe
think the
it.
thing that gets me the most is the music.
I just
Like, you
remember
hear
when
that
Oblivion
music
first
at the main
came
menu,
out.
there's just like,
It like consumed my life. Oh,
there's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
oh, I'm so
I
excited.
was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no witness may see.
Wow.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them
so
for the
good.
first
I'm
time,
so excited.
the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
That is so cool.
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this
It's like the
project, we had
perfect
one
amount
rule.
of dialed up.
We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuos went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuos. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
Oh my gosh.
We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
Oh my god, it looks
We
so
wanted to make the
beautiful.
remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Wow. Ah!
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
When we go through the portal, I mean, this
Those
looks
familiar
amazing.
with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on
I'm
an
so
epic
excited.
journey to stop the mythic dawn.
I'm so
cult,
excited for
the time
Skyrim
of
players too,
cleansing draws
who like
nigh. From
Skyrim
unleashing the
was
Daedric
like
Prince of
their
Destruction.
Oblivion for me, basically.
What was the
Oblivion was really
Oblivion
the game that
What
got
happened to
me
the
really
previous
into
Emperor
Elder
of Cyrodiil?
Scrolls. So
Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine.
Nice.
So you get the full experience.
I actually, and I don't know
On
if
a
I've played
personal
both
level,
of those
it
expansions.
was really important to me
Played
to
Shivering
ensure that we're
Isle.
preserving the magic of the original experience.
Did I play both? Maybe I
At
did.
the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I mean, I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oh my
Oblivion
gosh,
was my first
10,000
Elder Scrolls
hours.
game, and it was one of the
Hardcore.
games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Wow.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god. That looks
The
amazing.
technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, honestly, it still looks pretty good, though, you have to think, considering the time period.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body
So-
brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
Did they have to,
That's
like,
not just
did they have
about
to
pure
build
fidelity.
it from the ground up? Or
We knew we had to
did they
preserve the
just port
distinct
it?
style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
Wow.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
Oh my goodness.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons
Brand new
in each
models.
asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world.
It looks great.
Every
it looks
single asset
insanely
in
good.
this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
That's what I thought. Okay.
We implemented
Wow.
an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
We used an incredible
Oh,
new
real
lip sync
light.
technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
Unreal tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a
Wow.
result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip
Oh
sync
my
system
gosh,
more
his
effective,
mouth.
even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
Oh,
I
I'm
believe
so
you can
excited.
handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thane.
Oh my goodness.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Nice.
It's UI and UX.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, I feel like the UI in Oblivion, it's not like
We've
bad,
updated features
but it
and
is
systems
of a
across the
different
board.
time. So I think
We've changed the approach to
modernizing it,
leveling,
updating it,
which
is a great
I
idea.
think will
Probably
make a
gonna
lot of
make it
people
more
happy.
intuitive.
It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of cool.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human.
Nice.
You see that in places like combat
Wow.
animations. There's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish.
Oh.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions.
Really?
Now you'll get blood splatter.
Oh yeah, I guess I remember the
sparks,
no-hit reactions.
and controller
Always
feedback.
funny.
We know it's a little thing, but little things
I
add up
forgot
to
there
make the
wasn't
combat
sound.
more modern and engaging.
That's gonna add a whole other level of immersion, honestly.
There's
to
a
that
proper
game.
third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also
That's
made sure
cool.
to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's so random and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the
Are they
law.
gonna have the line that we all want?
Scum. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
What about?
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room.
I wanted you know the time when you like
priests
steal
will
from people.
deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law.
Oh.
Stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Yes! Pay with your blood. Oh my gosh.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Yeah.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking.
Yes!
You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's
Yeah.
part of the core
It
experience.
is. It is. Don't mess with the lockpicking.
Whether you're
It's
returning
just
to
a fun
Cyrodiil
experience. Like
or
how
you're
in
a
Fallout,
newcomer,
honestly,
I'm going to follow
lockpicking is such a
you
fun
and
experience.
watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
You will instantly feel at home.
my
It just
gosh.
feels better. We've
I
modernized
still get
a
my
lot,
horse?
but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
A long time. A long time.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into
Still
it,
have my
the
steel
sort
book of
the
Oblivion.
love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
It does.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks.
Actually, maybe for Oblivion,
Oblivion
I
games
have
look
the version that they
absolutely
showed.
incredible, and I
feel
think
like
they're
mine
just going
came
to
with
find
a map.
themselves lost in the world.
Something extra.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something. And that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
Oh my gosh.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was
Sounds
before,
like.
and I think the fans will
Sounds like they
appreciate that.
didn't change the game. They just
From all
made
of
it
us at Bethesda
better.
Game Studios
and Virtuos,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience.
I can't wait for people that haven't
We were
played
too
it
excited
to play it
to
through
get
the
it in your
remaster.
hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
Wait, and it's available right now?
I was born 87 years ago.
I can buy it today? You
But
didn't
for
tell
all
me.
these years, I've
You didn't
never
tell
been
me.
the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
That's where we come in. Wow. Even just like the
Here you
weapons
must find your own path.
look so amazing.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Yeah. Today. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute now. They got Deluxe? What are you doing with that? Show me that. Deluxe. Armor of Order. Armor of Cataclysm. Weapons of Order. Weapons of Cataclysm. Order Cataclysm. horses. Oh, the armor. Oh my gosh. This looks great. This looks great. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to buy another game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I was not prepared for this on my streaming schedule, guys. Oh, wow. I need to play that. That looks freaking amazing. This was not on my bingo card for the year, and I am so happy. And for those of you that haven't played Oblivion, if you just jumped in on Skyrim, I am so freaking excited for you to go back because Oblivion is so good. And I'm excited to go back. I can't wait. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this trailer and my reaction down in the comments below. How excited are you for Oblivion? And, you know, what was your first Elder Scrolls game that, like, really captured you, that got you into Elder Scrolls? What was your gate, your gateway into Oblivion? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you next time, and until then, friends, stay nerdy. Bye! Also, check out this video game reaction. That's right, sometimes I do video game reactions.